Getting shot is one of those things that we've all seen in action movies. But let's be honest, we don't really know what it feels like until it happens to us. Imagine you're going about your day, everything seems fine, then suddenly you hear that sharp crack, a gunshot rings out, and within seconds, your body reacts in ways you never expected. But what exactly does getting shot feel like? Is it as painful as it looks in the movies? Or is there something even more intense that we don't see? Let's break it down, because believe me, the real experience is far from what you might expect. First off, there's this huge shock factor. You'd think you'd feel immediate pain when a bullet strikes, but for many people, that's not the case. Surprisingly, many survivors report not feeling anything at first. That's because when you're shot, your body instantly goes into a state of shock and your brain doesn't register the pain immediately. Instead, it's overwhelmed with a flood of adrenaline. This is your body's way of protecting you. You're in survival mode, so the brain focuses on keeping you alive rather than processing the pain. So, while your body is reacting with an adrenaline rush, your mind is still trying to figure out what the heck just happened. In some cases, this is when you realize, wait, am I hurt? That's when the realization hit, and let me tell you, it's not pretty. Okay, so now the pain comes. But it's not just a simple ouch. Depending on where you're shot, it can be downright excruciating. Most survivors describe the pain as an intense burning sensation. Imagine a hot, sharp poker being shoved into your flesh. That's what it feels like when the bullet rips through. But it doesn't just hurt, it lingers. Some people report that it feels like someone is constantly twisting that poker in place, making every movement unbearable. The burning sensation is often followed by a deep, aching throb, like an internal bruise that just won't quit. But here's something crazy. Some people experience no pain at all. Instead, they feel completely numb or disconnected from their body, almost like they're in a dream. It's only after a few minutes that the pain kicks in, and when it does, it can feel like you've been run over by a truck. Moving on, it's not always about the bullet size that matters. You'd think that the bigger the bullet, the worse the pain, right? Well, not exactly. The caliber of the bullet definitely plays a role, but the location of the injury matters just as much. A small, fast-moving bullet can cause significant damage if it hits a critical area, while a larger bullet might cause more surface damage but not as much internal chaos. Let's take the example of a small caliber round. These are sometimes less painful because they don't always cause the body's tissue to tear apart. Instead, they can create a clean entry wound with less internal bleeding. But a bigger round, like a rifle bullet, will shred the surrounding tissue, causing massive damage. The more damage to tissues and nerves, the more pain you're going to feel. It's brutal, and the aftermath can take months, if not years, to recover from. Now, this part is just as important as the physical pain. Getting shot doesn't just impact your body, it messes with your mind too. Many survivors experience intense feelings of fear, confusion, and panic, often during and after the injury. The psychological trauma is real, and it can stick with you long after your body heals. It's not uncommon for someone who's been shot to suffer from PTSD. They might relive the moment in their mind over and over again. Imagine being in a constant state of fight or flight. That's what many gunshot survivors go through. The trauma from the physical injury can sometimes fade, but the mental scars often stay much longer. Once you've been shot, your body starts the long and painful journey to heal. This process can take a variety of forms depending on the wound. For some, surgery is required to remove bullet fragments or repair organs, and the recovery from these procedures is no walk in the park. As the body heals, there's also the added stress of managing the wounds. Bullet wounds don't just disappear, they leave scars, and sometimes these scars are constant reminders of the trauma. Some people experience chronic pain from nerve damage, making the healing process far from comfortable. For others, the physical effects can last much longer than the injury itself. Imagine the emotional toll it takes on someone who has to live with the reminder of that moment every day. It's not just a physical battle, it's a mental one too. Surviving a gunshot is a testament to the body's incredible ability to heal, but also a harsh reminder of the devastation bullets cause. Whether it's a bullet from a handgun or a high-powered rifle, getting shot is never easy. Some people might walk away with minimal damage, but others are left fighting for their lives. In the end, though, what it feels like to get shot isn't something you can sum up in one simple answer. It's a mix of shock, pain, numbness, and psychological turmoil that no one can truly prepare for. If there's anything we can take from this, it's that surviving a gunshot is more than just living through the injury. It's about the resilience of the human spirit to overcome what feels like the end. What do you think is the biggest challenge survivors face? Physical recovery or psychological healing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more engaging content.